Good morning, everyone. To start off the day, the pound is at extreme lows and has been ended up breaking the low we were consolidated around very heavily. And we are pushing to. If we look at this thing on the weekly, it's absolutely insane. These 2017 lows that we are kind of at. So this, pretty. It's just crazy to look at this again. And we do have the pound. If we check back to, let's see right here. So hostile talks, the meeting held between chief negotiators on either side of Brexit was among the most difficult encounters held in the past 3 years, according to European officials. The EU is reportedly weighing up concessions it could offer to the UK to prevent the no-deal Brexit, but there is reportedly concern that the UK is attempting to bully the EU into providing those breaks. So again, nothing good has been coming out for the pound, and it makes sense why we are seeing this thing sell off so heavily. It's just absolutely crazy. And again, it's all surrounding fear. It's surrounding fear of a no-deal Brexit. So it's going to be some time to where we can actually see this thing start to turn around. So there's no reason any of us should be starting to buy this pound at all. This thing is going to continue to sell off till around probably into our zone right here. But who knows where we could actually hit off after that. So we could maybe even come and test these 2016 lows. I would not be really surprised if that did happen, which is just absolutely crazy to think about. Trade talks too. U.S. Treasury Secretary Mnuchin said he and the U.S. Trade Chief Robert Lighthizer may travel to hold trade negotiations should the talks held over the phone this week prove productive. So may travel to Beijing. Definitely not guaranteed. But that's, again, as always, something to watch and pay attention to and see how that starts to progress. So looking at the CHF, still anticipating that we could maybe see some more upside with this CHF. Here's kind of, we are consolidated here below the structure, getting quite a bit of wicks, and definitely anticipating that we could definitely break up back into, let's say, this 245 on the index, or even up and test these highs. But to actually get a full, to get the full sustained CHF strength back up to these highs and make new highs, we're going to need a lot to happen in just this global economy, whether it's with Trump, the China trade talks, or anything around the slowing global economy. But definitely something that we could see again sometime this week. So we'll be watching for that. We are in that CAD CHF short as well, so that is what we are anticipating. JPY, guys, is holding this kind of low, consolidated. So I would definitely like to see, this thing start to, break a little bit higher on this. Get this thing out. Break a little bit higher on this index to this upside. So we are consolidated, and I would like to see this thing probably around somewhere maybe up in here, just a little higher. And obviously we're still mid-range right here, so definitely think that we could come and we could test these highs. So that's something we'll be watching for, and we'll see if that we can actually get that JPY strength along with that CHF strength. And it looks like we could possibly see that back up into those highs. News front with a lot of US dollar stuff today. Again, not a lot of this is really extremely relevant, but it's just something to, as it comes out, just pay attention to it, see overall how some of these indicators are doing, whether it's with industrial production, manufacturing production, and, seeing how some of these Federal Reserve chairmen, what their rhetoric is surrounding the global economy and some of the monetary policy the Federal Reserve is currently in. We also have Jerome Powell speaking here in the afternoon around 1 p.m. So it'll be interesting to see what he says. Other than that, retail sales, and see what came out for that GBP quick. GBP claimant account. So this is the people filing for unemployment benefits. So again, this has been on a steady incline since Brexit, obviously causing a lot of fears for people. But we're going to see that if this thing starts to pick up, Brexit no deal continues, we're probably going to get some more people filing for that unemployment. And again, that's just businesses starting to be a little fearful, starting to readjust their operations and lay people off. So that's what this is. So this is real, guys. It's even more real for people in the UK. So checking out some of these pairs quick. CAD CHF would still like to see some more sustained downside with this. Let's see, with this CAD CHF still kind of consolidated here. Half stops above the highs at 76.13, and I think that we can still push to this lows if we are going to get that CHF strength. CAD JPY still consolidated here. Thinking that we can maybe as well start to see the sell-off. We look at this thing on the daily, possibly consolidated up at the highs around the structure that we have. And if we can get that JPY strength we were looking at on the index, I think we can get a possible move down to, let's see quick. Best thing I would say would be take it somewhere probably down into here around this 80, maybe 82, 81.80s. Something like that. That's probably something we would be looking for right there. That's kind of something. Daily looking at it. We can draw a little line up. I know some of you guys might like to draw some lines. So somewhere 81.50. Let's just mark this thing, put it at 81.50. That's where we would like to look to see this thing possibly sell off to. So once we clear out right here, we can push, we clear this leg out fairly easy, push back down into that 81.50. So that's JPY strength, and you'll see maybe we can get some CAD weakness as well. So that's it for your today's market, guys. Big thing to watch is Powell, and again, just how Brexit is starting to form. We already know how it's forming, but just staying on top of stuff and seeing that, is it actually going to is it going to continue to be like this? Is there, is no deal going to continue to, be in the market, which it is for now, and there is a possibility that it could be for some time. So just make sure you're understanding what's going on within Brexit and why these moves are happening. So that's it, guys. Shoot me messages if you do have any questions, and I will see you on today's market.